It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
It's a gain of 16. Brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Jackson, option right. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, and Zach Wilson. Caught. It's Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is taken at the 18. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. 3rd down and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen. And we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
On On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jets.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Hall again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Was this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
At the Ravens 4-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this one too low. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. A call in luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good. Keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And Wilson in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Oh, he'll run that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Ravens offense back out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He's going to try and take off with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throw caught by Flowers. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They'll go again with Hall. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Wilson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jets first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Caught by Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Justice Hill. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it a distance, but all the way inside the 15. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter. Scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case,
on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
it's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards. How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big forcing the incompletion and bringing up.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At their own 22. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
Running left, it's Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Wilson to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll give to Hall. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
1st down, New York.
Back to the ground with Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Hall again on 2nd down. Fighting him off. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Say maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. Jackson on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New York set to take the field. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go play action now. Wilson. Throw out wide is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Give to Hall running right. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen it?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 9. Wilson. Dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Wilson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Wilson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now it's the backup Simeon. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Simeon. This pass out wide to Hall. Nice little juke. Touchdown! Breece Hall from 21 yards away. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's Simeon. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
To throw is Simeon. And Lazard's got it again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First down, New York.
Simeon now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And just shutting him off there. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave, so they took their shot but couldn't connect.
To throw again is Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Simeon. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing again is Simeon. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Simeon now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. Hall on a give up the middle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Simeon. And check down complete to Hall. And this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Simeon. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they'll indeed take a knee. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last throw here for Simeon. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.